In future, Gohan's EZA is on the horizon, but how should you build his hidden potential? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, I wanted to take a minute to go over my best recommendation for how to build this upcoming EZA character. Many of you guys probably pulled a dupe or two of him in your summons on either your tickets for the Dual Dokkan Fest for the worldwide download celebration, or you pulled him on your main banner summons for the Dokkan Festival LRAGL Vegito. So chances are you've got a dupe or two lying around for him, or you're somebody who's played the game for a while and you've got your dupes sitting in him and you're wondering if you've got the correct build. Whatever the situation you may find yourself in, I think I've got a good recommendation here for you guys. So real quick, let's take a look one more time at his EZA translations now that we have them, thanks to the homie Goresh. We got a super attack in his base form that raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Right. On his passive, he gets key 1, attack and defense 150%. He gets an additional attack and defense 50% when performing a super attack. He reduces damage received by 58% when 70% or less HP. He also is a support unit for 50% to Bond and Master and Disciple. He has a high chance to guard attacks when you have an ally who includes Trunks, and then he'll end up transforming, assuming they keep the condition the same, at 58% HP or more, starting from the 4th turn. He does raise attack infinitely once he is transformed, and then he becomes sort of a pretty offensive monster, but still keeping the 58% damage reduction. He is, like I said, raising that attack infinitely, but he's also getting 158% attack and defense on his passive, and then he gets an additional 58% when performing a super attack. And he's also getting 40% per Bond of Master and Disciple ally attacking in the same turn. So up to 120 combined with 158, combined with the 58 for attacking, he's looking pretty darn powerful. So the question is, what then do you do? Because as you can see here, when facing androids or Future Saga, he's got a guaranteed additional super. However, when you have an ally who includes Trunks, he has a high chance. So that's a potential for 3 to 4 supers per turn, depending on the conditions. Now, you're not always going to be facing androids, you're not always going to be Future Saga, although more than likely, whenever running this guy, you're probably going to have some kind of Trunks with you. So, what does that mean for hidden potential? Well, first off, we got to look at what he benefits the most on. Him being an INT type, he's going to have a guaranteed 5 evasion, right? So equating to about 5% evasion, where as if you max it all the way out to 20, you end up with a 20% evasion, right? So if you were to go that route, which I have seen some people suggesting, he's definitely going to have some staying power, but you're crippling his offense by doing that, right? I know a lot of people tend to appreciate the extra dodge chance with these EZA units, since their defenses aren't always the greatest. But this guy, because of his infinite stacking, I think you are kind of, you're crippling a unit that could potentially be very powerful. Remember, he has guaranteed additional attacks, right? So he has the potential to super up to 3 times in a turn, 4 times if you include whatever hidden potential you give him. Now, because he's INT, he doesn't have any innate, say like a physical unit would, and he doesn't have any innate critical hits. So my best recommendation to take a full advantage of what he's doing, since he is an infinite attack stacker, you want to give him critical hits in combination with additional attack. Now, I say this because of what critical hit provides. all the attack in the world that he's building turn after turn after turn, depending on how many turns you let him stack for, means nothing if it can't break through the enemy's defenses. Critical hit allows you to bypass type disadvantage. It also allows you to bypass certain enemy defenses, right? Certain enemies above a certain threshold will reduce damage received. So this gives you a chance to bypass that with the critical hit, offering you, what is it, a 1.3% increase to the damage dealt. So very, very useful skill. So as an int type, you're going to be getting if you go max, let's say you've pulled at least 2 dupes of him, you're getting an additional 30% to your critical hit by going full crit in this guy. Combine that with the potential from the Future Saga event that we've got, where you can gain these critical hit and additional attack skill orbs. You could potentially push this guy to 30 to 35% extra critical hit. Combine that with the extra additional attacks that he's doing, he has the potential to hit really hard by the 2nd or 3rd super in a turn. And the more crits you have, the more likely it is that you're going to break through those enemies' defenses, right? Because nothing hurts more than having a unit with an insanely high attack not be able to break past that because he's not critting, right? You think of a character like this against the Metal Cooler Core or Fizz Sen Shenron. Him not being able to crit against those bosses is it's going to hurt your damage output, right? And that is key in fights like that, where the longer that fight drags on, the more likely a type disadvantaged character like Gohan, even with the damage reduction, could get hit by an unfortunate super, or somebody else like your 3rd slot floater, right? The longer that fight drags on, the less likely it is. So give this guy his critical hit to take advantage of the fact that he is stacking all of that attack and potentially doing 3 to 4 supers a turn. So again, my best recommendation, max critical hit with supplemental additional attack, right? So you could fill in your skill orbs with the additional attack and go full critical hit, I think is the best build, in my opinion, for somebody who appreciates not only survivability, but actually being able to deal damage to the boss. So anyways, guys, that is the video. That is my recommendation on hidden potential build for the upcoming EZA INT Future Gohan. I don't really do these ones on the fly. In the past, I've typically done a hidden potential builds for units that are to come based on information that we have on JP. For example, the 8th anniversary LRs. But with the global and JP sync on the horizon, we may have to start doing these as units are announced. So I will be kind of backdating some of these for units like the AGL Vegito and Texama. So in the comments, if that's something you're interested in, if you'd like to see my recommendations for the builds on those units, let me know in the comments down below. So anyways, guys, that is the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, 1, do you agree with my assessment? What would your ideal potential build be for this character? And 2, like I said, if you're interested in seeing me backdate some of these hidden potential builds for units that have already released to us, like Vegito and Smosh, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.